Danish strap or? No, we could do fair strapping here. Is good?
Yeah.
So I go for the pin.
Yeah.
With or without the hand? Should I take his hand or should I just try to go through him?
You can try to take his hand.
Ready? Slower?
Hey,
It's good? Okay. We can start.
Does he take your hand like I do with the cupping, or?
I make sure I get height, and once I go sideways, I start initiating more pressure on the thumb.
Yeah, that's how you can open his hand. Like, at least for me, it's especially with the strap, is so hard to go backwards.
I can try go just a full top roll.
Yeah.
ei sullakaan ehkä vasemmalla. Tää vasen käsi. Ei muu tässä.
So I go for a full top roll now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really like that move, but it's because it's harder.
Yeah.
I just want the top roll, and then I can use more cup and also with the long forearms, going full top roll, you kind of run out of room.
Yeah.
So like you can't really go all the way back. Once you come this out, it's so much internal rotation unless you put a little bit more shoulder behind it. Go slower.
No, that is fine.
Go ahead. You can. Extra steps.
There you go. The thing is, when someone grabs you low, you should never go back. Just go up through.
But I feel like it's so hard to go up. Like, I don't have the connection here if someone grabs really low.
You just drive over with that knuckle.
Yeah.
So we can do it slow. If you same thing. So you can go there slow. You go up here, then you stop going back because now you're already a bit out. So then you start pushing over.
Looks easy.
Yeah, because if you keep going, I'll keep going back now. So now I'm opening up because he's got control. So I gotta come in. I can't go back. If I go back, I'll just open myself up. So you just establish the height by going up, and then you can start going. You have to come back in and go over. So that's why you have to be dynamic on the table and have various moves to counter.
Yeah.
So when I faced Mindaugas like over a year ago, he grabbed me low and I kept going here and I just opened myself up. But now, since I only train by feeling, I won't go open myself up. So you can go again. So as soon as I start going back, yeah.
Hikoileeko enemmän kuin minä?
My hand doesn't fit in there because it's so small. Start. You start. So now I have the height control. I use my chest to pull so he can't force himself in. If I drop my chest, I will go this way. So I'll just keep this tight and then I'll move in here. And then I make sure I force everything on his thumb. So that's how I want to go get it.
Mä en saa niinku yhtään niinku tänne sormille sitä painaa kontrollia.
He was just saying that he can't get any pressure on his or connection to his fingers, and no control because you're not going backwards.
Yeah, I'm going up.
Yeah.
because don't go back.
Yeah.
There is a move, even if they're grabbing this low, defensive move is still going to be super terrible. So if I go defensive top roll with a little bit of low hand here, it's not going to help, I think. So same thing, just go. See, from here I can't really, like if I start going back here, I have to like push him over, but now I'm also not deep, so my cup isn't as effective. So now I'm technically in, like now I have to pull through him. So now if you go, I'll have to see where, and now I'm opening up a little bit, and now my hand positioning is shit, so I have to climb. I have to climb, because if I keep pulling through, you see I started opening up, because like he's too strong there. So you have to keep attacking weaknesses. Yeah. When he's in this position and he gets this, you have to force him up, palm up, and you have to go up and over. Because going through, that was super strong. Like, I don't want to go there.
Enhän mä pysty mun mielestä ainakaan tollaista liikettä tekemään, kun nostaa tuolla. Koska mä oon aika näin vaan.
He's saying that because of the levers, he cannot like rise like you from the defensive position. Because he's all like everything is used already.
Yeah. So
just want to, can we like compare your smaller hand compared to mine? Yeah. Well, you like for your height, you don't like have a massive hand. Maybe that's what they're talking about.
I've yet to face someone with the bigger one. So, like Mark Felix, who's very known for his massive hand, we have the same size.
Really?
Yeah. The only one I think, like Levan has a way thicker hand, and Laletin probably has a longer hand, but those are the only two I know.
Because I've met him a couple of times, he may have like, well of course you compare it, but I feel like he may have like a bit longer fingers,
yes,
but he has
thicker fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a little bit less palm, more fingers. I have more palm, less fingers, and his fingers are also thicker.
Do you think that matters for arm wrestling?
Thickness of the fingers, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like strength of this joint and this joint, that's important. I don't really think the thickness of the fingers themselves make a difference.
Yeah.
Siitä, mitä mieltä se on korkeudesta taistelemisesta, on niin kuin toisella pidempi käsi.
What do you think about fighting for height if the other guy has taller like hand than you?
Like if you have a chance to fight for it, you could, but the thing is you got to contain and pull the guy down then.
Yeah.
So you have to make him come down to you. So if you both just rise, you have to drag.
Yeah.
You have to drag and try to, if you come a little bit higher on his thumb in the rise, and then you can drag him down. And then from there you can go back on the height.
Yeah.
But if you can't win that from the start, you bet like just, this is the only time I think the row is good in arm wrestling. That's if you have to pull your opponent down. Like, that's the only time, but sometimes even doing that could be terrible, because if I think that's what you're gonna do, if you start pulling back now, then I will go hit over instead.
Yeah.
So I will change my technique if I feel like, okay, he's gonna try and drag me down, then I won't fight you here. I'll just go more over your thumb then.
Definitely.
So
not just the looks.
No. So you gotta feel, and you know if he starts to squeeze like that, he's probably gonna rip you down.
Yeah.
But you have to feel also like you can be in the setup and you can just start pushing a little bit sideways, and you're like, okay, he's not very tight sideways. Okay, so I don't really have to worry so much about side. But some people you pull, like when I pulled the Dutch guy, Eric Kornvik, he was like this in the setup. So I knew that he's gonna want to go hard, like he's gonna attack side. So then you just had to go over him a little bit instead of. So I wouldn't fight him there because I know he would. So then I just went over instead. So if you start pulling a little bit, you're holding on there. You have strong fingers, but you can go again. And then it's just
Yeah.
As soon as you start squeezing there, did you feel what happened?
Yeah.
You gave me leverage. So when you squeezed here, I could pull through your fingers. If you hadn't squeezed there and just let go and slid up, it would have been a different game.
That's the main problem for me, that it's still hard for me to like let go.
Yeah, so work on this so much that you want to squeeze like this muscle here and you want to squeeze that muscle here. So you want to get all that down. Because if you hold on and as soon as I can attack, and I can keep attacking out here. So if I'm comfortable and you keep pulling, I'll just hold you here because I know you're going to burn that wrist out for the next round. Because you're not going to, maybe you drop the wrist, but then I have to counter.
I'm not going to.
No, but if you're in competition, I could just stay here a little bit because I'm so comfortable. I feel this pressure on my hand and I'm okay. He's pulling out here, I'm pulling in here. So you're pulling on maybe 55 centimeters from your elbow. I'm pulling from 40. And that's like a huge difference. So that's why I never think you should hold on. So slide up. Good. Just go out there. Because then we're going to slip. Good. If you come there, you can re-grip. Because then you're fighting way out on me. So if you manage to come to that position, not in training though, because that hurts.
Yeah.
But in competition, if you get out there, then you can squeeze again. Because then you're grabbing them out here. But normally, if you start going and it starts, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah.
So, do you know strap arm wrestling? Magnets together.
Well, not that well. You can explain how. Like
keep your hand to the right side of your now left hand, keep it to the right side of your face. So you want to make sure that your head, it's the easiest way to explain it, because then you have pronation engaged already.
Yeah.
So if you're standing like this, you're gonna be supinated when we put the strap on. So make sure that you are leaning a little bit away from your hand.
And this is always for like top roll.
Always.
Yeah.
Always, I think. I don't know a way where being more supinated in the strap will help you. I don't know. Like, maybe he knows to play a way where, but I'm not a hooker. I'm not really. I just know how to beat a hooker. I don't know how to win as a hooker. So.
Yeah.
And you always want the buckle or the strap as close to your as close to you as possible. If someone puts it there, you gotta have to get it back. So lean out a little bit and get as far forward as you can, because I can match you everywhere, because I also have a tall hand.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna give you a Danish strap. We call it a Danish strap because everyone in Denmark pulls the strap like that when they tighten it.
Yeah.
Just so they can win. So I'm gonna give you what I would say is a fair strap. So are you happy with the position?
Yeah. Do you want a loose strap for it? Because I feel like I want a pretty loose strap.
You can move around more in a loose strap, but you can also, like, you see now I'm pulling it towards you and try to tighten it there. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Yeah, so. And now, what I always do now, once the strap is set, I never pronate before the grip is set. So if you try to grab onto me, I'll just supinate.
Yeah.
I'll just supinate. Because every time I supinate, can you feel what's happening down here? I'm actually climbing a little bit.
Yeah.
If I start doing this, it's like I'm not getting anything. But here, every time, I'll just lift my hand up, come higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And then you can still have the knuckle sherm, but now I'm way higher than you are. So that's why once the strap is on, it should be put on pronated, but then you just start to kick your wrist back a little bit and supinate. Get your thumb up. You've probably seen Devin do this move several times.
Yeah.
So just that way. And then I'm gonna try and you just keep following.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then elbow down. So if we open our hands now, you see I'm still a little bit higher than you, so you can come up there. And I will, because I felt you coming out then, so I would push through.
How much in training do you actually like try to fight the strap with the other guys just to learn for the contest?
I can do a lot of strap training where I try to do it, but then we're just fighting for the grip. We're not pulling.
Okay.
But then when I'm actually pulling, I don't really care that much.
Yeah.
So then it's just like I just pull. Like,
so it's just like a separate training system, basically.
Yeah, we can do a little bit of fighting, and then we don't actually pull, but we're just, okay, I'm good here, and then you start supinating, turning, come back. Yeah. Okay, you're good now. I feel terrible, so I'll do it, and I'll come back in, and then you're feeling, okay, this is how it should feel like.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you do a little bit of just center pulling from that position. So right now I feel that my knuckle is below yours, and you can actually see that it is. So I would not start here, but I could start here. So you see that little thing, just put my knuckle over your knuckle.
Yeah.
So when you start pulling, I will just make sure my knuckle gets higher. And I do that by cupping and rising, and also keeping my pronation. So if we go down here, now we're pretty much equal.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be equal. I just want to have a little bit more. So then I'll come up. And when you start pulling, I will drag, cup, and back pressure. And I will keep that pressure so I make sure that this knuckle is below me.
Yeah.
Because as soon as if I lose that, then I'll be in a worse position. So that's my go-to move in almost everything. If I know you're gonna hook, I'll do the same thing, but I'll move more sideways just to get you out of your shoulders. If I think you're gonna press with a flop, that doesn't matter that much. So then I will go more to attack your pronator.
What do you think is the most important thing for a top roller to protect against the flop press, like straight from the start?
Cup inside. So you have to make sure you get them outside of their shoulders. Because if they're here, their flop press is weak. If they are here, their flop press is strong.
Yeah. So just going like here.
Yeah, even more side. Like you have, because you have to make sure that hand goes out. You make that line so it's here.
Yeah. Because if you go back, you just give them basically.
You give them the time to go forward.
Yeah.
So I would never go back on a flop presser. Of course, I would go after I got this position.
Yeah.
But from the start here, if you go back once and I'll just go into a flop.
Yeah.
And if you go side and I go into flop, you see where the positions change.
Yeah.
And position is everything. So that's why when some people go way high and back like that, but I still think you should, if you can, you should go side.
Yeah.
Versus a flop, because they're just gonna do this. So then you have to make sure that they are in a shitty position and can't get their shoulder behind.
And we were talking about like flop press training. You don't actually train for the flop press, even though you've done it in competition.
Yeah, never. I think it hurts. I don't like pain.
Yeah.
I've had enough pain in my life, so I'm like, I don't want to do it. See, there you got the knuckle position, way harder for me.
But it's also like for me, it's sometimes a bit hard to train with the other guys because I'm
too strong.
A bit too strong. So I don't really care about my hand positions and stuff like that. I just pull.
I pull with everyone like I pull with you now.
Yeah.
I give away.
Yeah.
I don't take that high position in the start. I pull from a worse position, but not bad enough that it's doesn't make sense. Like you don't want to pull from this position like in training. Sometimes I do it with Joe and just because it's fun. But I'm trying to stay away from really horrible positions.
Yeah, we don't really pull outside of like we pull here and to here. We don't really go.
No, I almost never pin either.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you're pulling someone with equal strength, you could do a few pins because you gotta know what to do once you get there. Otherwise, when you're in a match, you're get him here.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what the fuck am I gonna do now?
That happened to me like when I started because I didn't train to the pin. And like with some guys like him, you have to train to the pin because he's the strongest here.
Yeah, I usually never pull through anyone unless like it's very easy.
Yeah.
I just pull to a position where I feel that I'm getting a little bit weaker, and then I switch. So like if I pulled here and I got you here and you can hold me there, I'm not trying to continue there. I will go up, push forward, try to rotate your palm, pull out, pull forward, pull out, climb, and then go. Like improving my position over and over again until I can actually pin you.
Yeah.
Because it takes less energy from me and it takes more energy from you. So next round, you'll be more tired than I am.
Yeah.
But if I keep trying to top roll you, and I can, I'm gonna burn myself out. And you're in a pretty good resting position.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be worse for me. So that's why I use the thumb to control the thumb to try and palm you over. So if I push here, with my cup, like with my palm, I try to rotate your thumb over with my palm, and I'm not trying to pull it down. I have it and then I push it forward with my shoulder, and then from there I can roll back out. So always improve position. Don't try to pin someone from, if they have stopped you, see that door is closed. Like that door is closed, you can't go through it. You have to go next to the door next door. Yeah. And then like go from there. So it's so much about strategy, technique, and actually being smart on the table. Because you can beat someone who is quite a lot stronger than you if you pull in a smart way. Like I think it's way more important to be effective and smart than it is to actually be super strong. Like your gym lifts doesn't matter that much if you can't apply it on the table. So setup, super important. And gym lifts, not really. But of course you gotta be strong as well, because there's a point where strength will be any technique. If you're too strong, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But I think it's easier to become better than it is to become that strong, so technique doesn't matter. And if you work on technique and strength at the same time, you'll be way stronger in a short time than if you just focus on strength, or if you just focus on technique. So I think a combination of both.
Do you do a lot, like for your like gym training, like accessories? What are those?
Little. I do 5 lifts.
Yeah.
Now I can only do practically 1 because of the injury.
Is it more about like greasing the groove, you know?
No, I just focus on strengthening the muscle.
Okay.
So I don't care about anything else. I want to get this strong, I want to get that strong. So I do, when the small side of the cone is up, it's for high cupping. High cupping, I make sure when I close my hand that this one is almost 90 degrees. I set up and I pull in a pronated move. Just getting my wrist then, pulling. And then for, we can just turn around, for when I have it like that, that joint 90 degrees is super important. And I'm a little bit more supinated and I pull that so I can get those flexors. And I can get this muscle strong.
So like weight training for you is just strengthening, you don't really care about, well, you care about the movement, it has to be specific enough.
It has to be very specific for the hand. Otherwise, I never do like side pressure, I never do stuff like that.
But you don't think about like you would be on the table or like...
I think about getting that strong, so now, when I get under the table, it's strong. Yeah. I don't believe in that you can mimic arm wrestling on a machine. To me, that's impossible because arm wrestling is you're fighting in 180 degrees of pressures, and even more because you have up pressure, you have down pressure, but you're having pressures everywhere. But on a machine, it's just from one place. Yeah. So even if you turn, it doesn't matter. If you want to strengthen your internal rotations, just do internal rotation. Yeah, you don't have to do it like this. For me, it makes no sense because you're never going to pull someone who's just pulling in one direction. So trying to get the neurotransmitters to align or whatever you say, I don't think it's possible with a machine. you need a person for that who is
Yeah.
pulling in all the different directions.